Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Falcons will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense takes the field. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Owens. Shows him the stiff arm. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Bowling Green's offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These 2 running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Basilap. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quick handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Touch pass on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new...
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. offense again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Shoots his way for more. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught near the sideline. It's Muhammad. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Right back to him on the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on down.
Hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs, and then hopefully move the football.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Falcons will punt this one away. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Oh, how did you make that move? They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've done yourself a significant home.
Here's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that ball is picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The play action fake. Caught on the outside. It's Tillman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the defense.
To the air. It's Bazelak. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Barber. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They're going to run it. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense.
Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Runs through the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
Touchdown, Aggie! And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The Falcons brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second and very short here for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film section.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He'll just keep slinging it. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The Aggies pick up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Muhammad. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays with this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To the air, it's Reed. He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
And they got him on the ground just short at the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward. But a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the connection. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports. the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Aggies offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Going to run it. It's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one. Challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Watson. You can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. A&M comes back out with another first down. They go to the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He finds his man, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got a better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Working on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. Gets away from one, he's got space. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game time.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting a pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Coming after him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's a draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to hit the field goal.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the offense again.
Hi.
One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the...
You're pretty good.
Second and long. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he got loose. Finally one out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They're going to run it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Reed. On the move to his left. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It is good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. The
ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking for room. It's Durham. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And Defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Muhammad. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Aggies are on the move. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now improvising. Unleashes one. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll try to do it himself. He's off to the races. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Aggie! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. this, down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you start to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Motion from the offense. Looking for space. It's Owens. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Dropping back, it's Reed. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
On the move, he fires. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. After the misfire, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel
Makes the grab down the left side. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to